Alright, so we are back in front of the vanity, and the palettes that I'm going to be using today to do the eye look are the Naked One, oldie but a goodie, and the Smashbox Full Exposure, excuse its dirtiness. This is the original one as well. They both have very cool toned matte browns and grays in it, and that's what I use to do this look. So for my brushes, I'm going to be using the Small Shadow Brush by Sephora Collection, the Double-Ended Full Exposure Brush from Smashbox, and a Bullet Brush from Sephora Collection as well. And the first color I'm going to put on is from the Full Exposure. It is this one right here. And this is a very warm toned nude brown. And I'm just going to put that all over the eye. Gonna look something like that. Really, it shouldn't show too much. It should just even out the eye and darken it a tad. Then I'm gonna go in with the Naked color from Urban Decay and the Naked palette. Same brush. And I'm going to pop that right in the crease. And this is a cool toned brown, so it's going to start defining the eye because it's mixed with the warm tone. The next color I'm going to use is this gray color. This is going to be a little bit darker. And I'm going to keep it right at the top of that crease. And basically what I'm doing is I am mixing warm and cool tones together to get a very gradual smoky eye, but something that's still soft enough to where it's not too dark. And then I'm going to go in with this color right here from the Full Exposure. It's the deepest brown they have. And I'm going to put that right on the corner of the eye. Going up into the crease a little bit, but not too much. And after that, I would definitely go in with the fluffy brush just to make sure that's blended well on the corner. So then I'm going to take the Bullet Brush and use the white color from the Full Exposure palette and put that on my top lash line. And then follow it up to the crease. This is just going to lighten that area, and since I'm doing a jet black wing liner, I want to make sure that the eye doesn't get too dark, that there's still a very defined difference in the shadow and the liner. Then I'm going to take Virgin from the Naked palette, which is the first color, and put it right in the corner. Follow onto the lash line a bit, and then on the bottom. I'll also take Virgin and put it right under my brow bone. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take Buck from the Naked palette. Still using my bullet brush. and pop it right on that lash line. Making sure that it doesn't get too dark. So shadow is officially done. It should remain a pretty soft look, and then when you close your eyes, it should be a very defined in the crease. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild pencil. It's a kohl crayon, and it's called Pretty in Mink. So it's a brown that has a little bit of that gray undertone to it. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. And for the liner, I'm going to take the trusty Kat Von D Trooper in black, and I'm going to use that right on the top lash line. Try to do a very smooth, straight line, and then wing it out at the end. So that's what that looks like without the wing. Then I'm going to draw. So that is what that looks like without the wing. Then I'm going to take the same brush and use it right at the corner of my eye. And then I'm going to connect that line. So that part of the eye is done. The next step is going to be false lashes. I actually don't typically use false lashes, but for this look, I felt like I would. I feel like everybody that you see on camera from back in that day used false lashes. So that is done. Now I'm going to use false lashes, and these are... I actually have no idea what these are. I found them at Ross. It's a pack like this. And I have only used these a few times. They're a little stiff. They're not the best quality, but because I just don't wear false lashes that much, they do what I need them to. Alright, and while that is drying, I'm going to use the They're Real from Benefit in brown for the bottom lash line. Okay, that lash should be dry. So I'm going to use the Dior X-Tase or X-Toss, one or the other. It has a really big brush on it, but what I like is that you get a lot of product on the brush, so you can really volumize and lengthen without having to go back 100 times.